Welcome. How's it going? If you want to practice, find a mat or the carpet or the floor or possibly a wall space, maybe a stool or a chair, and we'll go ahead and get started on our bellies in crocodile. So if you want to make a pillow with your hands, you can look straight down or turn your head one way or the other, and just begin to breathe in and out through the nose. And try to lengthen your breath to a count of 3 or 4, and exhale to that same count. We'll try to carry this breath with us throughout the practice. The mind will start to wander, so just try to bring it back to the breath and search for that one pointed concentration. On an inhale, we'll go ahead and come up onto our forearms. Pull back on your forearms. Try to pull your heart through the gateway of the arms. Push into the tops of the feet for a moment. Just feel your quads lift. Let's tuck the toes under. Lift the quads up a little bit higher in the Sphinx pose. Pull back on your forearms. Try to drag your body forward. Exhale, round through the upper back forearm plank. Inhale, melt. Pull back on your forearms. Push back through your heels. Exhale, round and lift. Just begin to oscillate between these two shapes. And we'll set an intention for the practice and just find a word or a feeling to connect with, whatever you need in this moment right now. See how much space you can create between your body and the floor. Last couple of moments here. Let's take the feet slightly wider than the hips. Touch the right hip to the mat and then the left hip to the mat. Just a couple times side to side here. Each time you find the center, try to come up onto just the tips of the big toes. And one more on each side. Forearm side arm balance on the right side, stack it up, draw the right shoulder blade down the back, hold it here or touch the right hip to the mat and lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left forearm plant, same thing on the left side, stack it up. You can always make a kickstand with that right foot or hold, touch the hip and lift. It's a total of 10. We have 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both forearms plant, walk the feet in. Dolphin pose. Stick your hips up high. Try to press your heart back towards your legs. You can try to work the heels towards the floor for a few breaths. Maybe bend into the knees. Oscillate between those two shapes. Either hold it here or dolphin push-ups, shifting the weight forward and back as if you're going to kiss the floor between your thumbs, and you always have that option of just holding. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down to the knees, broken toe, sit back, and let's just shift the weight forward and back. See if we can create a toe balance here. Couple of moments, maybe sticking with that broken toe and the toe balance, or dropping the heels for more of a yogi squat variation. You pick. Last couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, downward facing dog. Let's plant the hands and lift the hips up really high. Take a couple breaths in downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, shake your head. Just like we did in dolphin, take a few breaths with your legs straight. Trying to get your heels to the floor, and then take a few breaths with a big bend in your knees. Stick your hips up high and connect your low belly and your thighs. And then just find some place that feels good in the moment. Let's shift it forward, plank pose, shoulders right on top of the wrist, grip into the fingers, round through the upper back. Downward facing dog, lift the hips up and back. One more time, shift it forward, plank pose, maybe leaning so far forward you're just on the tips of your big toes. Downward facing dog. Let's get to the top of the mat. Big toes touch. Bend into your knees, connect your low belly and your thighs, hop or step to the top of the mat. Flat back, lengthen the spine, exhale, fold in. Grab a hold of your elbows, relax your head and neck, take a few breaths here. Come back to the breath, and come back to that intention you started the practice with. See if you can lean forward and back a little bit, and just notice the difference. Trying to get your hips right on top of your ankles. Release the hands down, flat back, touch something. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, drop the hips, chair pose, sit back. Spin the pinkies in, draw the hips back towards the back of your mat. Interlace the fingers behind your back, puff up the chest. And exhale, hinge and fold in. Actively lift your hands off your low back. You can always take the chin to the chest. Try to completely relax your neck. Come back to that idea of shifting the weight forward and back a little bit from the heel towards the ball of the foot. Release the hands down, flat back, touch something. Exhale, plant your hands, either step or hop back. I'm going to try to shift most of my weight into my hands so I come up onto the tips of the toes, shoot the legs back. Take the feet slightly wider than the hips, touch the right hip to the mat, and then the left hip to the mat. Just a couple times, side to side, just like we did on our forearms. Each time you find the center, try to come up onto just the tips of the big toes. And one more on each side. Right side, side arm balance. Stack it up. You can hold it here. You can make a kickstand with that left foot, or keep it stacked. Let's touch the right hip to the mat and lift for 10. 9, 8, grip into the fingers, push into the index knuckles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left side, side arm balance. Hold it here, or touch the left hip to the mat and lift it up for 10. 9, you can always make that kickstand. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take a couple breaths here. Great job. We'll drop the hammer. Lower the right forearm to the mat, pick it up. Lower the left forearm, pick it up. And just begin to alternate. Or if you're feeling strong, let's lower both forearms to the ground and pick them up for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Right leg flies. Take it up and back. Lift the leg up as high as you can. And then level off your hips. You might even look at your foot. Make sure the toes pointing straight down. Push to the ball of the foot. Spread the toes. Exhale, knee to the nose. Take it up and back. 2 more. As you lean forward, try to get your shoulders right on top of the wrist. Last one. Take it up and back and hold it, or 2 scissor switches, or a hop to handstand, whatever you prefer. Right foot to the top of the mat when you're ready. Let's drop the back knee. Wardrobe adjustment. I'm going to go ahead and tie my shirt. It's always a battle with the clothes sometimes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, offer the heart. Exhale, round through the upper back. Squeeze the middle. Try to feel your pecs engage. 2 more like that. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close it off. Try to get your elbows right in line with your shoulders. 1 more time, open. And exhale, close. Let's bring both arms forward and sweep the right arm back for a twist. Hold it here, or release the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Left arm reaches back for a gentle back bend. Exhale, half splits with a twist. Plant the left hand, try to spin your chest to the right. 2 more like that. Inhale, modified crescent, gentle back bend. Maybe taking that gaze back a little further this time. Exhale, half splits with a twist. Straighten out the right leg. 1 more time. Inhale, modified crescent, gentle back bend, or maybe getting a little closer to your max. Exhale, half splits with a twist. Straighten out the right leg, flex the right foot. Release the hands down, walk it back, it's half broken toe. This can be a little bit much on your foot, so you might stay there, or you can back it off by putting your hands on the ground. Stay here, maybe you want to turn this into a toe balance, hovering the left knee, possibly hovering the right leg, or trying to grab a hold of the right foot with the right hand. And you can turn this into pistol and drop the heel. You can stay on the ball of the foot, you can even use that left hand. Standing splits, let's stand on the right leg, let the left leg fly. Walk your hands far enough forward so you can palm the floor, but try to keep the distance between your hands and your foot pretty close. Lift your leg up as high as you can, and then level your hips, check your foot. 2 cat-cows and melt your heart, look forward. Exhale, round and push. Try to keep this connection between your low belly and your thigh. 2 more, inhale, melts. Exhale, round and push. 1 more, inhale, melts. Exhale, round and push. Maintain the push, or try a little hop up towards a handstand. And it doesn't have to be a goal of actually holding a handstand. The goal can always just be taking a hop. When you're ready, warrior 2. Set the left foot down, open it up, legs are 1 leg length apart. Straighten everything out, reach up. Exhale, sink deeper in the right knee. 1 more time, straighten it out. Exhale, try to find your max. Skandasana, pull it to the back of the mat, bend the left knee, straighten out the right leg. Skandasana to the top. Try to get the right heel to the floor. You can always stay high. You can use your hands, or you can come down low. One more time to the top of the mat. Turn all 10 toes forward. Downward facing dog, right leg flies. Just take a couple breaths here. Maybe you want to hold it. Maybe you want to hop that left foot forward and back. Another option would be putting your foot on something like a chair or a stool, or on the wall. Since I'm using a stool, I'm going to push straight down. Take that leg up and back, and I'm just going to try to feel this spot where everything feels weightless. Or, of course, from downward facing dog, you'll just take that right leg up, and maybe try a couple hops up towards something like an L shape, or maybe a stag shape, pulling the knee into the chest. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet up. Shift it forward, plank pose. Hold plank, tap your shoulders, or 5 chaturangas, elbows go straight back. Try to hollow out at the top, and round through your upper back. You can always throw in an up dog or a cobra if you want. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Left leg flies, take it up and back. Left knee to the nose, round through the upper back, grip into the fingers. Take it up and back. 2 more, knee to the nose, round, grip in. Up and back, last one, pull it in. Take it up and back and hold it. Check your foot. Make sure your foot's pointing straight down towards the floor. If you want to try a hop or two, again, the goal doesn't have to be handstand. It can just be literally hopping, or just step that left foot to the top of the mat and find a lunge. Drop the back knee, sweep the arms up, modified crescent. Cactus the arms off for the heart. Exhale, round through the upper back. Squeeze the middle, try to feel your pecs engage. 2 more like that, inhale, open it up. Exhale, round. This is the feeling we're looking for in forearm stand. 1 more, open. Exhale, close it off. Let's bring both arms forward and sweep that left arm back for a twist. Hold it there, or release the left hand to the outside of the right leg as you reach the right arm back for a gentle back bend. Exhale, half splits with a twist. Straighten out the left leg, try to spin your chest to the left. 2 more like that. Inhale, modified crescent, gentle back bend. Exhale, half splits with a twist. Plant the right hand as you straighten out the left leg, spin your chest open. 1 more time. Inhale, modified crescent, gentle back bend. Maybe try to find your max. Exhale, half splits with a twist. Straighten out that left leg, flex the left foot, spin the chest. Release both hands down, walk it back, it's half broken toe. And it might be too much to even put all of your weight on your foot right here, so you could just stay here with your hands on the floor. Maybe you want to lean back, or work it as a toe balance, get that right knee to hover, left foot hovers, or you grab a hold of the foot. And again, this always can be a pistol option, grounding the right heel completely. Standing split, stand on the left leg with the right leg flat. Lift your leg up as high as you can, and then level your hips so the toes go down. Walk your hands far enough so your hands are flat, but try to keep the distance between your hands and your foot pretty minimal. Melt your heart, look forward. Exhale, round and push, think cat-cow. 2 more, inhale, melt. Exhale, round and push. 1 more, melt. Exhale, round and push. Maintain the push, hold it, or try a hop. And again, the hop doesn't have to be towards handstand. It can literally be a hop, or it can literally be a hold. It's totally up to you. Warrior 2, when you're ready, set the right foot down, open it up, legs are 1 leg length apart. Looking for that heel to arch alignment, so the left foot intersects the arch of the back foot. Straighten everything out, reach up. Exhale, sink deeper in the left knee. 1 more time, straighten it out. Exhale, try to find your max. Skandasana, pull it to the back of the mat, then the right knee, straighten out the left leg. Skandasana to the top, try to get that left heel to the floor. Again, you can always stay high, or you can come down low. 1 more time to the back, and 1 more time to the top. Turn all 10 toes forward, downward facing dog, left leg flex. So you have so many options right here. It might be holding it, or I might hop it back and take my right foot onto the wall or a chair or the couch and take the left leg up. And I'm not even going to take my foot off. Instead, I'm just going to try to find that feeling of weightlessness, right, where all the weight goes into my hands. Or I might be hopping that right foot towards my hands and towards the back of the mat, or hopping it in and taking a couple hops up towards an L shape, stag shape. Once you have several seconds of balance, that's when you'll take the second leg up. It's just a couple moments to throw in whatever you want to throw in. We'll all eventually meet up in downward facing dog. Let's shift it forward, plank pose. Hold plank, tap your shoulders, or 5 chaturangas. Try to use your legs as much as you're using your arms. Up dog if you want it, or cobra, or skip it. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet up. Great job. Let's drop the hammer. Lower the left forearm to the mat, pick it up, lower the right forearm to the mat. Alternate, or if you're feeling strong, let's do both. And think about that modified crescent we did in the first round, and this feeling of squeezing the middle. Try to cultivate that same feeling right here. Can you feel your pecs engage? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Right leg flies, take it up and back. Level your hips, right knee to the nose. Take it up and back, or add a hop there. 2 more, knee to the nose. Take it up, add a hop, or you just hold it. 1 more, knee to the nose. Take it up, hold, hop. When you're ready, right foot comes all the way to the top of the mat. Full crescent this time. Try to square your hips forward, drawing the right hip back and lift it forward. Fire off that back heel, sweep the arms up. Cactus the arms off for the heart. Exhale, round through the upper back, squeeze the middle. Think about forearms here. 2 more, inhale, melt. Exhale, round. 1 more, melt. Exhale, round. Bring both arms forward. Sweep that right arm back for a twist. Release the right hand to the outside of the left leg. Left arm reaches back for a gentle back bend. Exhale. Could be that half splits with a twist, or it's revolved triangle. You straighten out both legs, or work towards straightening out both legs, and spin your chest to the right. 2 more like that. Inhale. Crescent, gentle back bend, reaching back, maybe getting a little bit lower. Exhale, half splits with a twist or revolve triangle. You'll straighten out that right leg, and you can ground the right foot completely, or you can just be on that right heel. 1 more time. Inhale, full crescent, gentle back bend. Exhale, half splits with a twist or revolve triangle. Try to spin your chest to the right. Inhale, standing split, stand on the right leg, let the left leg fly, super soldier this time. Bend your left knee, reach back with the right hand, grab a hold of the top of the foot. Try to reach that knee up towards the sky as you fold in a little bit deeper. Maybe taking your chin towards your chest and getting your forehead a little bit closer towards your shin. 1 more breath here. Warrior 2, set the back foot down, open it up. Find that heel to arch alignment. Take a breath. Front palm flips, reverse warrior, long on the right side of the body, deep in the right knee, it's a lateral bend. Exhale, skandasana to the back of the mat, bend the left knee, straighten out the right leg. Skandasana to the top, try to get that right heel to the floor. 1 more time to the back. Turn all 10 toes towards the back of the mat, downward facing dog, left leg flies. So if you have that couch, the wall, or the stool position, then I'm gonna hop my right foot under my belly. I might stay here or stack my shoulders on top of the wrist and try a hop up this time, going towards the wall, and just ease into it. How much momentum do you actually need? If you got balance, you might try that stag shape, switch your legs in the air as many times as you can. When you're ready, downward facing dog, right leg flies, bend the knee and open it up. Let's flip the dog, allowing the foot to fall over to the left as you reach forward. We'll sit all the way down. Boat pose, butt down, legs up. Try to compress your thighs to your chest. Lift up out of the low back, puff up the chest, and try to create this connection of thighs to your chest. Staying here or straightening out the legs. Try to sit up tall, slowly come down. Half boat, Ardha Navasana. Exhale, rise up, thighs to the chest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Just try to link the movement with the breath here. We're here for 10. You can always hold it at the top or hold it at the bottom. It's up to you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Let's flutter the arms, curl up. Shoulder blades off the ground. Engage your legs here. Think about your feet. Push through the balls of the feet and spread the toes. Feel your quads engage. Oftentimes with these arm balances and inversions, we don't really think about our legs, and we want to use our legs to help find the strength, just like you are right here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's cross the ankles, maybe arms overhead if you want to make it harder. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees in. Take the legs straight up towards the sky. Or give yourself some space if you need some space. Take the legs straight up. Let's find just a couple of hip lifts here. Pushing the ceiling straight up. Pulling the navel in towards the spine. Or adding a double leg raise. You can always take the hands under the low back for support. If you want a little bit more, you could peel your shoulder blades off the ground. And this is a good time to come back to the breath if you lost it. And to come back to that intention that we started the class with. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the left leg towards the floor. Actively split your legs away from each other. Single leg hip lift, compressing right side of the chest. If you want more, lift your shoulder blades off the ground. We're here for 10. And as we do these, think about this as the hop towards handstand or the hop towards forearm stand. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach up towards the right foot, curl up. 10, 9, it's just where you're aiming. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax for a moment. Take the leg straight up, lower the right leg. Actively split the legs away from each other, single leg hip lift. And again, if you want more, you could peel your shoulder blades off the ground. We have 10. Check in with the feet. Push through the balls of the feet and spread the toes. Last 5. Think about this as the hop towards handstand or forearm stand. Last 2. Last 1. Reach up towards the left foot, curl up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last little push here, yogi bicycle. Opposite elbow to the inner knee. Think about your feet here, pushing through the balls of the feet and spreading the toes. Think about compressing your thighs to your chest. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Set the feet down. Bridge pose. Lift your hips up high. Coiling from the sacrum all the way up to the base of the neck. Feet are hip width apart. Actively push into your heels. Try to pull your heels back towards your body so you feel your hamstrings and glutes engage. And if you're somebody that tends to flip over in a handstand, then you might just stick with this back bend since we are working towards forearm stand. Or if you want to go up to wheel, go up to wheel. But sometimes it's best not to train your body to go into that shape. And since we're working forearm stand, you might choose not to do wheel. If you're doing wheel, shift the weight forward and back. Try to press your chest through the gateway of your arms. Almost like a rocking horse, working towards straightening the legs completely. When you're ready, slowly come down. Windshield wiper the knees side to side a little bit with the intention of getting your knees completely to the floor. And let's pull the knees in towards the chest, happy baby. Grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet. Try to work the knees closer to the floor. If you can't grab a hold, then you might instead just hold on to the backs of your thighs and work the knees a little bit closer to the floor right here. Let's let it go and rock forward and back and make your way up to yogi squat, toes out, heels in. Press the elbows into the thighs, try to pull your hip through. Either stay in yogi squat, or we could do crow pose, or it could be any variation on crow. But we're gonna focus on the compression in crow. So I wanna try to connect my thighs and my chest here. Plant my hands, get my hips up high, right? The higher my butt is, the lighter my legs are gonna feel. Bend my elbows. Notice how I maintain that compression. Pick up one foot, pick up the other foot. Stay there if you can get a little hover. If you want to try to go all the way up to handstand, that of course is an option. It's up to you. It's yogi squat, it's crow, it's any variation on crow that you're working on. Eventually, let's make our way back to plank pose. Hold plank, tap your shoulders or 5 chaturangas. Try to use your whole body. Grip into the fingertips so your hands aren't totally flat. Up dog if you want it. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet up. Left leg flies. Take it up and back. Lift it up as high as you can. And then level the hips. Left knee to the nose. Take it up and back or add a hop there. 2 more. Knee to the nose. take it up, or add a hop. Last one, knee to the nose, take it up, maybe a hop. Left foot to the top when you're ready. It's full crescent pose. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. Try to level off your hips. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms off for the heart. Press the pelvis down and forward. Exhale, round through the upper back. Make that shallow C shape. 2 more, open it up. Exhale, close it off. 1 more, open. Exhale, close. Bring both arms forward. Sweep the left arm back for a twist. Stay there or release the left hand to the outside of the right thigh as the right arm reaches back. Exhale, could be back to that half splits with a twist, or it's revolved pyramid, working towards straightening out both legs as you spin your chest to the left. 2 more like that. Inhale, full crescent, gentle back bend, taking that gaze back, maybe just an inch more this time. Exhale, half splits with a twist, or revolve triangle. You can ground that left foot completely, or just be on the left heel. 1 more time. Inhale, modified full crescent, gentle back bend. Exhale, half splits with a twist, or revolve triangle, straighten out the left leg. Standing split, stand on the left, let the right leg fly. Let's try super soldier this time. Bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand, grab a hold of the top of the foot. Try to reach the knee up towards the sky as you fold in towards the leg. Drop your gaze and see if you can take your forehead a little bit closer to your shin. Warrior 2. Set the right foot down, open it up, legs are 1 leg length apart. Front palm flips, reverse warrior, long on the left side of the body, deep in the left knee. Exhale, skandasana. You can stay high or come down low. Skandasana to the top, bend the left knee, straighten out the right leg. 1 more time to the back of the mat. Turn all 10 toes towards the back. Take your right leg up and back. And you can hold it here, but again, if you've got a wall behind you or a chair, you could connect your low belly and your thighs. Round and push, get your shoulders right on top of the wrist. Take a couple hops up towards handstand. Maybe you want to play around with switching the legs. If you did stag last time, you might keep the legs straight and just switch the legs as many times as you can. Or of course, just hold it. From downward facing dog, take the left leg up and back, bend the knee. Let's flip the dog. Let the foot fall as you lift your hips and reach back. Let's sit down. Boat pose. Connect. Thighs in the chest. Sit up tall. Stay here. Extend the arms out if you want. Spin the pinkies in. Possibly taking the legs straight up into the air. Let's slowly lower down half boat. Ardha Navasana. Tailbone chases the heels. Exhale, rise up. Pull the thighs in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Just try to link the movement with the breath. We have 10. Check in with your feet. Push through the balls of the feet. Spread the toes. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, let's flutter the arms. Think about your legs here. We want to try to use our legs as we move towards forearm stand. Push through the balls of the feet, spread the toes, curl up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles, right over the left over the right. Can always take the legs up higher. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knees in. Take the legs straight up towards the sky. Let's find a couple of hip lifts here. Pushing the ceiling tile straight up, navel to spine. Stick with that, or you've got that double leg raise. You can also bend your knees and just tap your heels down if you want, or just stick with that hip lift. You can always take the hands under the low back. Last 5, 4. If you want more, peel your shoulder blades off the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend the knees, set the feet down and curl up, reaching towards the knees or hands behind the head. You pick. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side to side. Try to touch the ankles or try to touch the toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yogi bicycle, almost there. Opposite elbow to the inner knee. Create the compression. Think about your feet again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Take the legs straight up. point the toes this time. Right ankle over the left ankle over the right. Split the legs wide, right, left, wide. And it doesn't need to be intense. Just find that spot where you feel tension here. And instead of taking your legs out as wide as you can, try to bring your feet over your face. That way you create this compression of thighs to the chest. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the arms overhead. Curl up, reach towards the middle of the room. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach to the middle, just lift your butt off the ground here. So this is gonna be a lot like a straddle press from forearm stand. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Try to keep most of your back on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Set the feet down, bridge pose. Lift your hips up high. Pushing the heels, try to pull the heels back towards your body. Stay there. Again, if you'd rather do wheel, go up to wheel. It's just a couple of moments here. If you're going to wheel, work towards straightening your arms, straightening your legs. If you're in wheel, you might even take a couple push-ups in your wheel. Bending the elbows, tapping the crown of your head down just ever so slightly, or just tapping your hair down, and then straightening the arms all the way. Last couple of breaths. And when you're ready, let's slowly come down. Windshield wiper the knees a little side to side. Try to get those knees completely to the floor. And let's pull the knees into the chest. Happy baby, knees bent, or maybe you want to go for legs straight, working the toes closer to the floor as you keep your low back in contact with the mat. Let's let it go and rock forward and back and find our way to yogi squat. So for this next shape, we'll try baby crow. So it's just like crow, except our forearms are on the ground. And I want to cultivate that action of squeezing the middle as I round through the upper back. Forearms come down, they're just shoulder width apart. Lift my hips up. I'm going to take my knees to the back so my arms pick up my feet. Stay there. Maybe I can get my knees off my arms to eventually go up to forearm stand. And then possibly try to land back down, engaging my feet, curling my toes here, back into that baby crow. Baby crow can be a little bit intimidating because your face is so close to the floor, and getting your knees off is really hard. So give it a shot if you want to try it. Otherwise, it could be a regular crow, or maybe you just want to stay in yogi squat and take a couple of breaths right there. When you're ready, let's step back, plank pose. Hold plank, tap your shoulders, or 10 chaturangas. 10, 9, you can always come to the knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Can drop it down, towel off, grab a drink, take a moment. Okay, for this next option, option 1 is going to be exactly what we did before. So I'll take the right leg up and back, and I'll do right knee to the nose, up and back, and then eventually just step my foot all the way through. Option 2 will lower to the forearms, right knee to the nose, take it up and back. Option 3, I'm going to pull the knee into the nose and then try a little hop, okay? But be mindful that forearm stand is a lower center of gravity. My head is not touching the ground. I'm looking between my forearms. So we've already spent all of this time hopping handstand. So just really ease into it, and you might even turn towards your couch, your stool, your wall, something like that if you're not somebody that feels confident hopping in the middle of the room. So you could start from down dog, but either way we're going to start out by dropping the hammer again, lowering the right forearm to the earth, picking it up, lowering the left forearm to the earth, picking it up, just beginning to alternate here. Or if we're feeling strong, we'll lower both forearms at the same time and pick them up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's your choice. So stay on your hands or lower your forearms to the ground if you want. Right leg flaps. Right knee to the nose. Take it up and back. Maybe a hop, or you can always hold and switch the legs in the air too. It's up to you. We're here for just 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Take that right leg up and back. Right foot to the top of the mat when you're ready. Step it all the way through. Full crescent pose. Draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. Fire off the back heel. Hands to the heart. We've got 10 lunges. Straight down, straight up. That right knee is tracking with the second toe. Tailbone down. Ribs in. Come back to the breath. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Warrior 3. Level the hips. Lift from the inner thigh. You can touch the floor. You can put your hands on the wall. Or find the balance. It's a single leg squat. Bending the right knee, connecting the chest and the thigh. Working that compression even here. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, funky chair. Left ankle on top of the right knee. Falling is part of the game, so don't be shy. Flex the left foot as you draw your hips back. Stay here. See if you can create compression between the thighs and the chest. Maybe your goal is just to touch the floor. Or see if you can palm the floor. Shifting the weight forward and back from the heel to the ball of the foot. If you want to take a hop up or go for the arm balance, that's an option. Just a couple breaths. This hop is pretty challenging to get your hips really high. But again, turning towards the wall or your couch, if you're not comfortable exiting a handstand, is always helpful. Dancer's pose. Rise up, reach back. Grab a hold of the inside edge of the foot. Actively kick the foot back into the hand as you reach forward. Try to use the strength of your left quad, to try to get the leg up higher. Or just fall over, me too. See if you can squeeze the middle with that left leg. Set the back foot down, goddess pose. Toes out, heels in. Hands to the thighs, just find a lateral shift here side to side. And we'll twist. Right shoulder falls into the middle. Center, and the left shoulder falls in. And one more on each side. The right shoulder, and the left shoulder. Back to the center. Let's just bend and straighten the legs here. Goddess squats. Arms wherever you want them. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get low, stay low. Right heel lifts, set it down. Left heel lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels lift at the same time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Toes in, heels out. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Puff up the chest. And exhale, hinge and fold in. Let's just take a couple moments here to relax. Try to take your chin to your chest. Actively lift your hands off the low back. If you feel like your hands are just trapped on your low back, then you might consider holding on to a hand towel or whatever you have handy at your house. Let's release the hands down to the mat, and we'll try this downstroke. So you can bend your knees as much as you want, but I want to round and push. I'll take my right foot towards the outside of the right hand, left foot towards the outside of the left hand. So all I'm doing is trying to almost touch the outside of my wrist, pushing down and forward, focusing on compressing my thigh and my chest. Sticking with that, if you want to press into handstand, if you want to hop handstand, if you want to go to a forearm stand, we'll try that in a second, but it's an option. If you got the balance, maybe it's wide together, as many times as you can. We'll twist. Take your time. Left hand plants, right arm reaches up. Switch it out. Right hand plants, left arm reaches up. Skandasana to the back. Bend the left knee, straighten up right leg. Skandasana to the top. Turn all 10 toes forward. Lizard, drop the back knee. Heel toe that right foot out. Flex it. Turn it to a 45-degree angle. Hip opener twist. Maybe a quad stretch if you want to reach back and grab a hold of that foot. So it's just a couple moments right there. In a second, we're going to come back to our forearms for dolphin. And if you want to try that down and forward, downstroke action, then we'll try it working towards a forearm straddle, okay? So while you stay in lizard, I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'll bring my forearms down so my elbows are below my shoulders. And it doesn't matter about your hands. You can put something between them. You can interlace your fingers. It doesn't matter. I want you to focus on pushing down and squeezing the middle. Squeezing the middle. I want to focus on the distance between my elbows. And don't worry too much about your hands, but think about pushing down. Stay in that lizard. But as you make your way to dolphin in a second, I'll go down and forward with my left leg, down and forward with my right leg, and just shift it side to side, or I might try to lean to the tips of the toes, and just like we did on our backs, push the feet out to the side, okay? It's an option. If you want to try it on the wall, or with a stool, or a chair, or your couch, I'll set up the same way. My elbows are directly up below my shoulders. I'll push the floor away. Notice the distance between my feet and the stool. I'll lift my knees off the ground, and I'm going to step onto the stool. Notice how my thighs are touching my chest. I'll take one leg down, and then switch it out. Other leg down and forward. Or I'll take one leg down and forward, and then the other leg down and forward. As long as I press down and forward, keep that compression, it'll help me find the balance. And of course, if you have the balance, you could go wide together. You can also hop towards the wall. When you're ready, downward facing dog, right leg flies. Set the right foot down, and let's drop the hammer. Lower the right forearm to the earth, pick it up. Lower the left forearm to the earth, pick it up. Begin to alternate, or if you're feeling strong, let's lower both forearms at the same time. Focus on hugging the upper arms in. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the forearms down. Option 1 is to hold dolphin. Option 2, maybe you want to even do dolphin push-ups. Could be that downstroke from your forearms. You're going to push to make the space. You can try a hop or a straddle press. You'll push the feet out to the side. If you feel more comfortable hopping forearm stand from a stag shape or an L shape, that of course is an option. Straight up and down is going to have a little higher center of gravity, so you might find that a little bit harder to hold. Couple of moments to try it at the wall, not at the wall, and eventually let's make our way to downward facing dog. We'll go ahead and drop down to the knees from downward facing, and we're just going to memorize this movement. So let's lower the forearms down. We'll call this dolphin, but it's modified. And then I'm going to lead with my chest, chaturanga. Dolphin, chaturanga. Dolphin, chaturanga. And I'll just stick with this. Or if I'm feeling strong, I'll lift my knees, lower the forearms. Dolphin, chaturanga. Dolphin, chaturanga. You pick, we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You don't have to do them all. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down to the knees, child's pose. Tippy toe those fingers forward so the forearms lift off the mat. And find a counter motion, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Moving into the left side, downward facing dog. So once again, the left leg flies, and you can just do knee to the nose, or we'll lower the forearms down with knee to the nose, take it up and back, or maybe we've got a hop, you pick. When you're ready, left knee to the nose, take it up, maybe a hop for 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog, the left leg's lifted, left foot to the top of the mat, full crescent pose. Rise up, reach up, draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. Hands to the heart or wherever you want them. We've got lunges for 10, straight down, straight up. 9, tailbone down, ribs in. That left knee's tracking with the second toe. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 3. Level the hips, lift from the inner thigh. Take a breath. Single leg squats. Feel free to put your hands on the ground. Bend the left knee, connect the chest and the thigh. Focus on that compression. 10, 9, light on the fingers. 8, level the hips. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, it's funky chair. Or fall over like me, no big deal. Right ankle on top of the left knee, just sit back. Compress chest to the thigh. You can work it as a standing balance. You can work it as a forward fold, or it might just be shifting the weight forward and back from the heel to the ball of the foot. If you can get your hands flat, or we'll try a hop up towards a figure 4 handstand. If you feel like trying it, it's up to you. It's just a couple of moments wherever you want to be. Ooh, got us. Toes out, heels in. Step back, let's just bend and straighten the legs here. We're here for 10, 9, 8, sit up tall, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get low, stay low, right heel lifts, set it down, left heel lifts, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend and straighten the legs, get low here, just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's straighten the legs. Toes in, heels out. Interlace the fingers behind your back, puff up the chest, and exhale, hinge and fold forward. Relax your head and neck. You could choose to stay here. You could put a towel between your hands, or we'll release the hands down. Maybe you want to go for a handstand. Maybe you want to go for a headstand. Could just be planting your hands. I'm just going to turn to the side so this is easier to see. Connecting my thighs and my chest. I'm just going to lean from the heels to the very tips of the big toes and feel the weight shift from my legs into my hands. Or I'll try a little hop up towards handstand. It's up to you. It's just a couple of moments to throw in whatever you want to throw in, which could be that wide-legged forward fold, and that's it. Eventually, Skandasana to the back of the mat, and Skandasana to the top. We'll turn the toes forward so the left foot's at the top, and move into that lizard pose, dropping the back knee, heel toe it out, option to grab a hold of the foot. Take a couple of moments here just to slow down the breath. And as we move towards a forearm stand, if you want to try to kick up towards the wall but you feel like you're not able to balance, I'm going to position myself just about 6 inches away from the wall and then around and push the floor away. I'll lift my knees up. I'm going to take one leg up and back and just see how much momentum. Now if I get this foot to the wall, if I find myself stuck in this back bend right and I can't get my feet off the wall, then instead I'm going to compress my thigh to my chest to try to find the balance. Okay, so that would be more of an L or a stag shape. And of course, if you have the balance, you can switch your legs as many times as you want in the air. When you're ready, downward facing dog, take that left leg up and back and lower the forearms down. Option is to hold dolphin. Could be that downstroke, down and forward, down and forward. You could try to lean and create a straddle hop. You could also try to do a double leg press, like connect my thighs and my chest so my feet get light, and eventually just go up. But feel free to use the wall. And also feel free to put your foot on the wall. So I just showed hopping towards the wall, right, with my back towards the wall, but I could do the same thing, right, with my feet on the wall, on the couch, on the stool. I'll take one leg up from here. And then if I connect my thigh and my chest, chances of going up and over are slim. If I take that leg up, that's when I need to be careful about falling, okay? It's just an option if you want to try it. Couple of moments to try a forearm stand before we meet in a seat. Finding Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Let's just take a couple moments here. Little butterfly action with the legs. Walking your hands forward or using your hands on your thighs just to spiral them back. We'll take the legs out at about a 90-degree angle. So it doesn't have to be super wide, just kind of wide. So we were working on that straddle press too, right, for forearm stand. So that's about connecting my thighs and my chest, so I'll try it here. The right leg lifts, and then the left leg lifts. And you might have to use your hands to help out with these, or we'll just focus on lifting and lowering. This is just the first round, guys, but we'll only do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tip forward, take a couple breaths here. This time we'll create circles. So we'll start out with external rotation, rotating outwards, and it might just be with the right leg, or we'll do it with both legs, but we'll do 2 rounds going outwards. We have 10, 9, 8, push, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tip forward, take a breath. Just the left leg or both legs again, external rotation, circling outwards for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tip forward, take a breath. We'll do internal rotation this time. So it might just be the right leg, and again, I can use my hand to help me out, or it's both legs, but we'll do 2 rounds, circling inwards, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tip forward. So much strength in the hip flexors and the psoas, and this is really helpful for working towards pressing, handstand, or forearm stand. So a lot of times we feel like we have to actually be working on a handstand or a forearm stand and be upside down, but this is a great way to work it seated. Let's do internal thigh rotation, just the left leg or both legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tip forward, take a breath. So just like we did earlier, laying on our backs, read that right over the left, left over the right, split the legs wide, right, left, wide. We'll do that same thing from a seat, except we'll just push the legs out to the side. And I'm gonna turn to the side because we wanna create compression. So even if I do it with my knees bent, or I do it with my legs straight, let's try to compress the thighs to the chest. And if you're up for it, just push into the ceiling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tip forward, take a breath. Let's work a little pancake. So a lot of times we just focus on reaching for our toes, right? But instead I want to focus on my pelvis, right? I'm looking for this anterior pelvic tilt, sticking my butt back. So without using the strength of your arms, if you're up for it, tip forward. Try to take your heart all the way to the floor. Just lift and lower. If you'd rather fold in and work it passively, that of course is an option too. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lateral bend, right hand slides down the right leg as the left arm reaches up and over. Try to spin the chest open to the sky. We'll switch it out when you're ready. Left hand slides down the left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Just looking for more space on the right side of the body. And back to the center. Let's fold forward and just work it passively. Take a couple breaths here. Or it could be tortoise. Snuggling my upper body down, I'll bend my knees, take my arms under my knees, and then try to push the feet away. And just fold in for a couple moments here. And we'll come up when you're ready. Take the legs straight out in front. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, hinge and fold in. And even with this forward fold, think about your pelvis, right? So I'm not so much worried about touching my toes. I'm trying to create this anterior pelvic tilt so I can reach way past my toes, pulling the toes back towards my body. And just take a couple breaths there to relax. So we'll take a couple moments to work on this idea of pressing, right? So this action of pushing the feet out to the side and trying to create this connection of my thighs and my chest. And specifically for this video, we'll work on it for forearm stand. But elevating your feet, that's gonna get your hips higher so your legs feel lighter, so that's always an option. So I'll demonstrate in the middle of the room, but I could easily position myself just about 6 to 8 inches away from the wall. So I'm gonna bend my knees enough to bring my forearms to the ground, connecting my thighs and my chest, and just lean towards the tips of my toes, and see if I can literally stand on the space above my big toenails, hold it, pushing the floor away, or possibly going up in that straddle shape, right? So when I say stand on the tips of your toes, I literally mean just the space above your big toenails. So if you want to move to the wall and give it a shot, give it a shot. And if you want to work on what I demonstrated earlier, which was forearm stand, baby crow to forearm stand, back to baby crow, okay? I'm going to show it again, and then I'm going to show you how you can use the wall to work towards doing that, or how you can just use the wall to build more strength in that shape, okay? The goal doesn't actually have to be the transition, the arm balance, or the inversion. So to show it again, from baby crow, knees on the backs of my arms, I'm going to stick my butt back, create that anterior pelvic tilt to get my legs to go all the way up, pushing the floor away. As I come down, my first step is to connect my thighs and my chest, and then take my knees to my arms. I want to think about using my feet, pulling my heels in towards my glutes. So we'll go ahead and move over to a spot on the wall, or a couch, or a stool, or something like that. I'm going to use this wall right here. So I'll set up with my feet touching the wall, and my forearms are down. I'm gonna demonstrate this once, and then I'll come down and we'll do it together. Push the floor away, connect your thighs and your chest. One foot to the height of your hips, second foot, take the right leg up and back. Then we'll take the right knee all the way down to touch the arm and take it back up, okay? So we're gonna give that a shot. You can see how that's literally the transition. I'm just showing it by using one leg. So let's go ahead and start out. We'll try to do 10 on both sides without taking a break, or of course you can come down, take a break, shake it out. So feet touch the wall, elbows directly below the shoulders, round and push, lift the knees, connect the thighs and the chest, take the feet up, take that right leg up and back. Right knee, aim for the armpit for 10. 9, it's also like a dolphin push-up here. 8, 7, 6, lean forward. 5, find the compression. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet on the wall, relax your neck, take a couple breaths. Again, my head is not touching the floor. It's a forearm stand, not a headstand. Take a break if you need it, but otherwise we'll go straight into the second side with no break. Take that left leg up and back, left knee to the armpit for a 10. Pull it in, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, relax, take just a moment, and let's go ahead and thread the needle, making your way to hands and knees. Reach the right arm up towards the sky, and exhale, just thread it through, dropping the right shoulder to the earth, left hand to the floor above your head, tippy toe those left fingers over to the right. Try to spin your chest under that left arm. Just slow down the breath here. A couple of moments just to let go. Let's switch it out when you're ready. Coming back to hands and knees. The left arm reaches up towards the sky. And exhale, thread it through. Drop the left shoulder to the earth. Right hand, tippy toe those fingers over to the left. And just shift your hips in that same direction. Coming back to the center, we'll bring the legs around in front and just make our way down to our backs. If you want to try a couple more forearm stands, do that, but otherwise we'll extend the legs straight out, drive the heels into the mat, and slowly with control try to make our way onto our backs. Pull your knees into your chest, make a couple circles on the ceiling with your knees going one way and the other. Keep the right knee in, extend the left leg straight out towards the ground. And just guide that right knee across the body for a twist, working towards connecting the right knee with the earth and the right shoulder. Back to the center, pull the knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Left knee stays in, right leg goes straight out towards the ground. And just guide that left knee across the body for a twist, working towards connecting the left knee with the earth and the left shoulder. Coming back to the center, throwing in any other shapes that you want to make. Before you start to let the practice go, just flip the palms up towards the sky and close down the eyes. As you make your way down, just begin to consciously relax your body. Release the point between the brows. Let the eyes start to sink heavy into the sockets. Tongue falls away from the teeth, releasing the jaw. Start to relax your throat and chest. Let the spine and the sacrum sink heavy into the mat.